Today I want to share with you the hands down best supply stockpile route in this entire game. Now this is the best one for the tier 3 trophy materials like precision armoring tools. If you are going to be running a route to get those items, the route that I'm going to show you today will be better than anything else you can do. You will be able to get close to right around, it depends if you can do the route fast enough, but you should be able to get 45 chests, supply stockpile chests per hour. Okay, it's actually an insane route. There are a few things you're going to need for this route though. You're going to have to go to the trading post and buy up an insane amount of Azoth. You're also going to want a house, ideally one in Ebonscale and one in Reekwater and one in Brightwood, but just having a house anywhere is a minimum requirement just so you can save on fast travel costs. And not just save on fast travel costs, but also be able to get back when an inn is on cooldown. Be able to get back to somewhere that you can fast travel. So yeah, you're also going to want to go to the trading post, buy out like 100-something Azoth every route or something, whatever. I'm not sure the exact amount. The amount is going to depend on what you do. Is your inventory empty when you start? Are you salvaging gear as you go? Or are you dealing with it at the end of each cycle? All these things will affect your fast travel costs. Also, who owns Ebonscale? Who owns Reekwater? Is it your faction? Is it not? So the Azoth cost is going to vary a little bit in this route. Also, I would highly recommend having a life staff as one of your weapons, because some of these chests, it'll just be easier to get them with a life staff. Although if you're built to where you can easily just AoE kill things with a Warhammer or Great Axe or something, you could also do that, except for some of the one place in particular, you can't really kill the enemies very well, but you know, if you just want to kill them instead, that actually could be a lot easier for you. But if you want to, you just grab a life staff and you can just do cheese to grab all the chests, and it's not so bad at all. Also, don't forget to have full loot luck gear on if you're trying to get the trophy mats, or else you're not going to get very many ever. So definitely have full loot luck gear on and the luck weapons from the event, that winter event, if you ever can get those. So I have a map to show you, but first let me run you through the general situation here. So you're going to set Mountain Rise Outpost as your inn. You are not going to recall though until a specific point in the route. Otherwise, you will just fast travel to this location. So you're going to go through Lonely Climb. There's chests, 2 chests in there. You're going to go to all these outposts and get the chests in those. And as soon as you get to this one and get the ones in Lapsus, then you're going to recall to inn so you don't have to walk all the way back. It'll save you like 3 minutes or something, whatever. Then from there, you're going to fast travel to the Gatherer's Road fast travel point. You're going to run through here to these caves, and you're going to get some chests in there that could also, they're high enough level to give the trophy mats. They're not going to be high enough level for an expertise grind, but they're high enough to give trophy mats. So then after that, you are going to recall to your house, ideally in Ebonscale, but at this point, you just have to recall somewhere so that you can fast travel. Once you have recalled, wherever you recalled to, you're going to fast travel to Lover's Shrine, right here. And you're going to run through, grab chests there, and then you're going to recall to a house again. You're going to fast travel to Imperial Shrine and grab a chest there, some chests through there. Then you're going to recall to a house again, and you are going to go to the Siren's Run fast travel point in Reekwater. You're going to go up to Virid Grotto and grab a ton of chests in there. Grab 2 chests over at Glimmerfen, and then you're going to go all the way on to Skyview Repose to grab even more chests. All in all, this route has 45 chests that you can get in around 1 hour. Although also, I would highly recommend having a bow so that you can run faster. It'll make it so you can get this route cycle done faster. If you have a bow and you have the weapon skills for the bow, the dodge and weave, 10% haste for 2 seconds after dodging, and archer speed, which makes you gain 10% haste for 5 seconds when you pull your bow out with a 10-second cooldown. Having those will definitely help you secure this route in 1 hour. So by a map, I meant I have maps, because otherwise I'll be too zoomed out to see where you're going. So the first one is up by Shattered Mountain. You are going to start at the outpost. You're going to run through here. You're going to get in here. You're going to get a chest here. You're going to go through here, get a chest here. You're going to drop through like this somewhat. Go in around like that. Get in, get the chest, get out. You're going to come in and get the chest in the back building. This one's an easy one. You're going to get out. Then you're going to go in, grab this chest, and then this chest. And then you're going to come in, and you're going to run through here and get this chest, and then this chest. As soon as you are here, you're going to recall to this inn, and then you're going to fast travel over to here. And then from here, you're obviously going to run up like this, grab this one, come through here. And you're going to come in and grab this one, and this one. And then from there, you are going to recall to a house so you can fast travel to the next thing I have to show you on the map. Once you recall to a house, you're going to go to that fast travel North Evanscale that I talked about. You're going to go from there. You're going to drop down into here, grab a chest right here. You're going to come down through here and grab a chest here. Then you're going to find your way out and go up through here. You're going to grab a chest in here. This house, up here, grab a chest here. And then you're going to get off, cross there, and run up here. You're going to come in and get on a wall. And then get onto this one. From here, you're going to go around from the left, come in here, get a chest in here. And then some up way through here, some freaking rat's nest way you get up here to this one. And then you drop down. There's 2 chests here. They're easy to get. Then you're going to come back around, and you're going to go through and whatever, and you're going to get this one. You can do these ones in whichever order you feel like makes most sense, actually. I did not do them in the way that made most sense in the video I'm about to show you. They're the clips I'm about to show you, so definitely just refine it your best after every route. You'll figure out which way you want to do it. After you're done with that, you're going to come out, you're going to get up somewhere and jump over a wall finally. And then you're going to come up here, get into this place, and try to not fight the boss and get this chest if you can. Or you're going to de-aggro the boss somehow on some object. You're going to come over here and down here, go down into a tomb, and then you're going to go to the right and go down even further, and there's a chest down in there. Come back out, and then come up through here. You're going to de-aggro this thing and grab the chest here, and then you're going to recall to a house again so that you can fast travel to the next location. Then you're going to fast travel to the Imperial Shipyard fast travel point that we talked about. You're going to run through here, go to here, get whatever, get to the end of this dock, and you're going to either kill the enemies or get up on a box till they de-aggro, grab that. Then you're going to head back up this way. You're going to be really careful trying to get this one. You can get on the bridge, wait for the dog to get up to you, and then jump down, or try to finagle around the chest in order to get it, or de-aggro the dog, then get down. It's in the water, so you're really vulnerable getting it, so you got to be careful. Get back out of that, follow these bridges, go over to the big building. Up in the building, there's one. Then you're going to come this way, and down in the water, there's another. You can climb on a rock nearby to de-aggro enemies, grab it, and get back up. Then there's one up here. You can get in here, you can get on the chest, and then you can slowly, just with a life staff, just kill the musket guy while you stand on the chest, and all the other enemies are de-aggroed. And then once he's dead, you can go ahead and grab the chest, get out of there, follow the bridges, get back over to here, go up into this building, jump on the chest, all the enemies will de-aggro, you grab it, jump out the window, head up this way, do the same thing up in the next building, and then you are done with this part, and you're going to recall to your house again. In case you don't know, you can reset the recall to your house for 50 Azoth or less. So you're going to spend 50 Azoth every time to get out of here and go back to your house. And then you got fast travel again. So anyway, you recall to your house, and then we're going to move on to the next map. And here's the final map. So we're going to go to this fast travel, Siren's Run or whatever it was called, in Reekwater. You're going to run up through here, come through here. You're going to grab this chest, then this one. These are just easy. It's really easy to get. Get in here, grab this one, get up on a rock, tell the de-aggro, grab this one. This one's kind of a mess, and you can get this one. You're going to come through, get out, and then you're going to head over here, get one in here that's really easy. This one's kind of annoying, but you can get it. Then you're going to follow the road, go up through here, cut through here, and then you're going to get this one, and then you're going to get this one, which are both really easy. Get up here, get this one's kind of easy, and then you're going to go into here. And when you get in here, you're going to go upstairs first, and there's 2 chests that are easy. Then you're going to go downstairs. There's a chest that's easy. They're all really easy. They're all in corners. You can jump on them and de-aggro enemies, and then just loot them. And then you're going to get out right here to de-aggro enemies, and you are done. And at that point, you are going to recall to your inn. Or not recall to your inn. You're not going to recall to your side. That's not what you do. You're going to recall to your house, and then fast travel to the Shattered Mountain one that you started at, because you need that in cooldown. Do not use the in cooldown for the Shattered Mountain one, or else you're going to have to use a ton of Azoth fast traveling back up there. But I guess it could end up being the same thing either way. But that's just generally how I think of it and do it. So at this point, you recall to your house, then fast travel up to the Mountain Rise outpost in Shattered Mountain, and then you're going to start the route again, and then recall that, and repeat the cycle. And that's how it's going to go. So let me walk you through some of these chests so you can see how to get some of the harder ones. The first one, you're going to get up on this spot until the enemies de-aggro, and you're going to drop down once they spread out a little, sneak up to the chest while they're like not close to it like that, and then go ahead and grab this one. It's really easy. This next one's pretty easy. You're just going to get over to this rock, and you're going to climb up onto it, and then turn around and just block and wait for them to de-aggro, and then you'll see they will de-aggro, and then grab the chest. The next one's over by the archers, and you should probably just kill them, honestly, but if you don't want to, you can run them around by going beneath that platform, and they'll come around the sides trying to get to you eventually. Then you come back out, grab the chest, but it's probably better if you just go ahead and fight them. They're not that strong. The next one you'll find in the 2-story building in the back of the next outpost, and you'll just go up here and get on top of the chest, wait for the enemy to de-aggro, and then just grab it. It's a really easy one. This next one will be on the house to the left, second house on the left. You're going to go up the stairs, and it's just so simple. You just jump on top of the supply stockpile and try to get all the way in the back. They might hit you a few times, just hold your block. They might shift you over to the left or something. Try to stay on it, and at some point, if you can get it right, they should just get confused, de-aggro, and then you can just grab the chest. It's that simple. The next one is super simple also. If you have enemies chasing you, it's in the same outpost. You're going to try to get up onto this roof using this little spot right here. Once you get up on the roof, you can get on the other side, lay down, and wait for the muskets and stuff to de-aggro. And then once they de-aggro, it's the building that you're on top of. And you fall down and go in there, get on top of the supply stockpile, same thing as before. They'll de-aggro, just can't reach you, and you just grab it. Next up is going to be another one of those cookie cutter outposts. You're going to go up to the back like this. You're going to come down onto a rock. You can actually jump through this window to speed it up. Same thing as before. You just get on top of the stockpile and then just loot it. The other one's right nearby. You're just going to drop down, go up these stairs, and it'll be up there on your right. You can go ahead and loot it pretty easily or get behind it if you have enemies chasing you, and then just loot from behind. After that chest, you're going to recall to the inn that you set up, and then we're going to fast travel over to this one, and we're going to start heading into these caves. The next one, you're going to go up to these enemies. You're going to aggro all of them. Then you're going to run up the ledge to your right, and you're going to try to get them all up there with you. And once they're really close to getting to you, you jump off the ledge down to the chest and loot it before they can wrap back around down to it. This next one's a little confusing. It's lost in the rat's nest of this tree, like the roots of this tree. You're going to try to get in here. It's easier getting from above, and then once you get it, you should be pretty safe in here. And then you just grab it. It's easy. This next one's super easy. On your way out, you'll see this chest. You jump over it. The enemies can't get to the backside of it. They'll de-aggro, and then you can loot the chest. With that chest looted, now you're going to recall to a house so that we can fast travel over to Ebonscale. This next one's also easy. You just get up on this thing behind the chest and loot it, and the enemy won't even aggro. This next one's also really easy. If any enemies are on you, just get up on top of the chest and just stand on it, and they'll de-aggro, and then you can loot it, and you're done. This next one's a little weird. Same thing as before. You're trying to get on top of the supply stockpile, but it's really weird trying to get onto it. But once you're on it, same kind of thing. They'll de-aggro eventually, and then you can loot it. The next one is right nearby. It's the exact same thing. Get up in the building, get on top of the chest, and they'll de-aggro, and then you can loot it, and you're done. And the last one in this little area is even easier. You can just get behind it, like there's tons of space, and then you just loot it from here, and you're done. This next one's going to be the same thing as always. It's just get on top of the chest, the enemies will de-aggro, and then you can loot it. And for this chest, it's going to be the exact same thing. Just get on top of the chest, and you loot it, enemies will de-aggro. And if you have a musket guy on you, you'll have to take them down before you can loot it. And then there's this one. You'll probably end up having to fight this little mini-boss. He won't really let you get it, so you'll just sit here and try to hit him from around here, drop behind the wall, whatever it is, where life staff comes in handy. Once he's dead or any enemies you're aggroed are dead, you can just loot this one. These two are hands down the most fun ones to get in the entire run because they're so easy. You just stand on top of this one and you loot it, and then you climb up the wall right here to stand on top of the other one, and then you loot it. The enemies can't find you when you're on top like this. The last one's out here with a mini-boss guarding it. Normally you'd have to fight the mini-boss, but this guy just killed it, or you have to climb on something to try to de-aggro the mini-boss and then grab the chest. But either way, this chest is right here. You can get it one way or the other and then move on with your adventure. This one's normally guarded by a giant boss that someone just killed when I recorded this, and you would have to either climb on something to de-aggro a boss, then try to come over and get the chest, or just kill everything that's chasing and the boss and then get it, whichever way makes more sense for you. This one's down here at the bottom of a tomb. You can either get behind this gravestone, or you can get over where that guy went in the corner, and they will eventually de-aggro, and then once they de-aggro, you can just grab this chest that's right in front of the tombstone. This one's pretty silly. If you can just get up here by this little, like, the top of this tombstone thing and stand up here, they will eventually just de-aggro, and then before they can aggro again, you can just go ahead and grab the ancient chest, because there's a small downtime where they can't aggro after they de-aggro. And after that, you're going to get to a safe spot. You're going to reset the fast travel on one of your houses, and then you're going to recall to a house so that you can fast travel out of here because the fast travel is way too long of a walk from here. Next, you're going to fast travel to the Imperial Shrine fast travel in Ebonscale. The first one is at the end of this pier, and there's this guy killing all these, but if he wasn't here, you could probably just climb on those boxes behind it till the enemies de-aggro, and then jump down and loot it, but also the enemies right here are not strong, so you can just kill them. This part of the run is where it's nice to have a life staff. The enemy's level 66. This chest, you can kind of just do what I'm doing here, like get on the other side of him after an attack cycle and hope you get lucky. But it really helps if you try to be tactical about how you fall in instead of doing what I did, where I just jumped in too soon. This one's at the top of the building. It's going to be the same old story. You're just going to get on top of the chest until the enemies de-aggro and then loot it. The next one's in the water again. You can just get up on this rock until the enemies de-aggro, then just drop down and get the chest. It's pretty simple. This next one, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to get stuck on the chest, but this time there's a musket guy next to it. And as you can see, you can't just ignore him. He'll just keep shooting you. So you will probably have to kill this guy. It's where it's nice to have a life staff. You can just slug it out with him until he's done, and then you can loot the chest. And for this one, same thing as always. Just jump on the chest, and they won't be able to reach you. They'll de-aggro, you loot the chest. And same thing for this one. Jump on the chest, loot the chest. And with that one done, you're going to recall to a house again so we can fast travel to the next location. Now you're going to fast travel to the Sirens Run fast travel in Reekwater. This one's super easy. It's just out in the open. You can just grab it. And the next one will be where I marked on the map. And we'll get to that one in a second. But I do want to say at this point, we're already to the hour mark. But I want you to know this is not representative of the actual time it'll take you to do this. This recording was from my run where I was exploring and testing everything. So once you've done this enough times, you should be able to do the full cycle in around an hour. So don't get distracted by the time. It was a test run with lots of downtime and lots of testing and exploring chests and stuff. This one's pretty easy. You should be able to get behind the chest and loot it. The next one's a little weird. You're going to try to get all the enemies on you, get stuck in these tree roots, and eventually they'll get confused and de-aggro, and then you're going to try to get out of the tree roots because you'll be almost just stuck in here. You get out, and then you just go to the chest before they can re-aggro, and you get this chest for free. This one's another one that's super easy. You just get up on this rock till all the enemies de-aggro, then drop down and grab the chest. Now this one's the first one in the wild. It's actually difficult. You're going to climb up this rock right here while fighting the tentacle thing. And if you're lucky, he'll have him teleport over to you. Then you get on it. You lose aggro from some of the enemies and stuff. Or you can even try losing aggro from him. Then you're going to try to drop down and get this chest. It might take a few tries. You might run a few cycles. Life Staff helps here because you can get screwed up real bad here. So it's going to be a tricky one, but it's definitely doable. Then we have another pathetically easy one. You just climb up on this ledge, wait for the enemies to de-aggro, drop down, grab the chest, you're done. This one's another tricky one. I would honestly recommend just killing the enemies, but you can try to get on this little tree branch that has the floating spine fish, and then they might de-aggro if you stay on there long enough without getting knocked off, and then just grab the chest. Now we're in the last zone for this route. This chest is super easy. You just get behind the chest. They can't reach. It'll de-aggro, and you can grab the chest. This next one's also super easy. You can just aggro the enemies down in that pit, then climb up to here, and then wait for them to wander far enough away or to reset and then drop down and grab the chest. This one's also super easy. It's guarded by a boss, but people are often farming it for the trophy map, but also you could jump through the circular hoop behind you, get to the other side, wait for the de-aggro, jump back through and get it. There's just a lot of ways to get this one. It's pretty easy, actually. First one's super easy. You got to go upstairs to get to these first two. This one, you can go out to this ledge until they de-aggro and then just walk back and grab this chest. It's super easy to get this one. This one's at the very top, and it's super sketchy because you can actually get knocked by that bow guy and fall off like this. And if that happens, you'll climb all the way back up if you don't get lucky. But you can just wait on top of that rock to the de-aggro and then grab this chest. Now you're going to go down all the stairs. This is your first chest. Really easy. Just jump behind it and loot it. There's a guy fighting these things right now, but you should be able to just jump behind this and loot this. If there's any ranged enemies on you, you can just kill them from here. This next one's pretty easy. You get down here. You just get to where you jump over the chest. Once you're in this corner, same thing as always. And then you're done. After that one, you're going to escape through the exit right near there. And you are going to recall to a house, and then you're going to fast travel back up to the original outpost that you started from. And you're going to repeat that loop as many times as you want. Now, you may have noticed in some of those clips, I was up to about 1 hour and 15 minutes at the end, but you should be able to get that in around an hour. I did 1 hour and 15 minutes because that was my test run, and I was testing how to get chests. I was troubleshooting things. I was having a lot of downtime that I wouldn't normally have. You should be able to do that route right around an hour. If you do it a few times, you get good at it, you have everything memorized. It's a perfect route. Runs perfectly an hour. You get 45 chests in around an hour. It's great. It's just the best trophy mat route in the entire game. Like, I can't imagine any way you could get more. I mean, you might be able to finagle some way with a different fast travel or something to get 50, maybe, but it's about as good as it's going to get. If I ever run for trophy mats, that's the route I'm going to be running. Like, I don't even need to come back and make another video at this point about this stuff. Like, you know, I always think someday I might make another video about another route for chest runs and stuff, and maybe I will, but nothing's going to beat this one. Like, I may make one where if you want to stay in Shattered, here to get everyone in Shattered or something, you know. But if you just want the absolute best tier 3 or whatever you call it, tier 5, whatever you call it, trophy mat farm, this is literally the best tier 5 trophy mat farm in the entire game, and it'll probably stay that way for a very, very long time.